you can relax. Colleen and Erik have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones, so you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.
Your armpits smell good.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Relax the Podcast. I'm
check.
Colleen May Ballinger.
I'm Erik Flynn-Stocklin.
And we are the Aristocrats. I don't know why I said that.
Like the cartoon with the cats?
I don't know. I think that's Aristocats.
Oh.
Anyway.
I get, because they're cats.
Yes, that would
hilarious.
be why they're called that.
That's like that's a good joke, whoever wrote that.
Yeah, it's cute.
Like Aristocrats kind of sounds like cats.
Yeah, it kind of does.
We should make a whole franchise off of that.
And they did. Guys, we have to apologize to you. We are sorry. This is our first official apology video. We lied to you.
We're liars. What about? Because we were not dressed like we were in high school?
Yes, we said, okay, so 2 episodes ago, we said we're going to dress like we did in high school next week. And then the next week was last week, and then we didn't do it. And so then last week we said, next week, guys, we promise next week we're going to do it. And then again, we're not doing it. So we are liars, and I am sorry, but we're in Las Vegas.
It's because you and your tour, love, always gets in the way.
And I'm just not realizing.
Sorry you have to tour the world with your amazing, incredible one-woman show.
Yeah.
2-woman show? Would you call it a 2-woman show? Because you were.
Do you think I'm 2 women?
Well, I don't know, Miranda and Colleen. It's like a double bill. Like it's literally advertised as like Miranda sings featuring Colleen Ballinger.
That's true, but it is one woman. It is just me.
Oh, I guess. Do you think you have split personalities?
No.
So when you're Miranda, you're Colleen?
Are you? I mean, yes. Are you being serious?
Well, I don't know how like method you are, how much you get into it.
Well, what about you? When you're playing a character, do you know that you're Erik still?
Sometimes not.
Oh, man. Well, we are in Vegas. If you're watching, you can see the beautiful view behind us of just a lot of lights. We were like, let's get a cool view going, and now I'm just realizing it's just a lot of little lights. It's not. Can you see any other hotels?
I see the Palms.
The Rio.
And I see the Rio.
My mom loves the Rio.
I see some pools.
I remember going to the Rio when I was young, and the Rio had some really cool swimming pools. I remember that as a kid.
I think I see a bail bondsman and a Hooters.
Anyway, hello everyone.
Hi.
So today's Relax. We are in Las Vegas. I have a show here tomorrow night. The night that we were recording this, I have a show here the next night.
We should have. I thought about this. We should have said in the last podcast, "Hey, anyone who lives in the Las Vegas area or wants to go to Las Vegas, you're doing a show there." We're not like you should promote your shows. So for anyone listening now, this weekend you will be in Illinois, doing 2 shows.
Illinois, yes.
Illinois. The S is silent.
So I've heard, or not heard.
Illinois. Yeah, the S is silent. I've checked.
So who needs to relax for you this week, love? We're kind of dilly-dallying as we talk right now.
Well, sorry, I was.
No, I'm fine with it.
Checking in with you.
I'm happy about it. I'm just saying, like, let's get to our relaxes.
Establishing the context. Where are we?
We are in Las Vegas.
What time is it at night?
Midnight.
Uh-huh.
So who needs to relax for you? Do you have a relax this week?
I have a couple.
Okay.
And they have to do with you.
As per usual.
I get dirty pictures on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Filthy pictures sent to me by you. Just dirty pictures that you send me. And I wonder if people are thinking that they're steamy nudes. They are not.
They might be steamy.
They're pictures of, you're listening to Relax. You know, they're pictures of poop in a toilet.
Don't act like this has happened more than once. I did it once, and you were not fun to do that with.
Thing.
So I never did it again.
Okay.
It was not fun.
You're giving away, like, again, spoiler alert. I've never done this to you.
Unfortunately.
You had never done this to
me.
But the time, can I explain my relax, or are you just going to talk over me? The timing of it is so interesting. We have a child. We have 3 children. We have 1 child in our house. I'm not going to name names, but like one of them is starting to like actively.
Starting to. He does. He poops in the potty.
Poops in a potty. And it is, it is an incredible achievement that he wants to share with his loving and adoring, approving parents and celebrate and high five. And so when one of us is not there, he wants the one that's with him to take a picture of that poop and send it to the other one if the other one happens to not be there for it. Mm-hmm. So me and you will send each other essentially pictures of poop or poops, plural, in an adult potty or a Paw Patrol potty. Like, it happens. And when it happens, it's really great. Now, this one time, I was sent a poop. And again, see where I'm getting, because of the timing of all this? I thought it was Flint's. And I said, that's great. And you were...
You actually didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything. Because I didn't say anything, because I assumed it was like, oh, great, Flynn took a dump in the human toilet. That's incredible. And then you're like, what? You're not impressed? And I'm like, is this yours? And you said, yeah. And I said, that's gross.
Yeah, I'm so mad at you for this.
But look, it's like a foot long. Like, you're like, I don't know what you...
Okay, this is why
it just
we haven't even talked about this.
We have crass things in our relationships. We joke about this stuff a lot. Mm-hmm. But the fact that, like, you were just like this many years into a relationship and marriage and parenthood is together, that you're just like, I'm gonna start sending him pictures of my crap now, and be really upset if he's not like full on board impressed with them. I don't think other couples are doing this, and if they are, maybe they're closer than we are. Okay. But I was caught off guard.
Listen, first of all, I'm disappointed, not because I didn't think. And
you were so mad that I wasn't like, this is dope poop.
No, I didn't want you to think it was
dope poop,
dope.
Babe.
I thought you would laugh. I thought you would think it was funny that I sent you. I thought it was.
I don't want you to send me pictures of your very impressive footlong.
I want you to send me pictures of you.
It wasn't even a poop. It was a crap. Don't send it to me.
I would want your poop pictures.
It's in the mix of all of our sons' poop, like cute poops that I'm so proud of.
Cute poops.
Do you want me to be? Were you jealous? Do you just want me to be proud of your?
You need to pause a minute.
What?
We cannot classify Flynn's poops as cute poops.
I can because he and again, I wasn't naming names.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but there was one poop he did where it was like 2, and it was like a big one and a little one, and he goes, "Oh, look, Daddy, it's you and Mommy." And he goes, "Never mind, Daddy." And he whispered this in my ear. Actually, it's me and you. And I just thought it was so cute because it was like we see things and there's a big one and a little one. I'm like, oh, look, it's a daddy and Flynn. Like,
and his poops, he did a daddy poop and a baby poop.
I didn't not have the same sort of like endearing, nostalgic feel towards when you sent me.
But you won't even let me explain.
There wasn't even any toilet paper in it when you sent it to me. Are you wiping? You're not letting me say anything about this.
I'm
glad I'm not. This is my time to talk.
So, first of all, we had that week that I sent you that poop, which was a long time ago. So I'm shocked you're bringing it up now because this happened like probably a month ago that I sent you that picture. But
it still haunts
me. I had
me.
told you like the day before something like, oh my God, I had 2 foot-long poops today. They were crazy. And you're like, no way, I'm so jealous. Like we were like joking and laughing about these crazy long poops I was having. I can't believe we're talking about this on a podcast. This is disgusting. Anyway, and so then when I had another one, I was like, oh my God, we were laughing about this. I should send him a picture of this. It'll make him laugh so hard because he will never expect it. Because
a boner again.
No, I thought you never assume, oh, I got a text from Colleen and open it and see a huge poo. Like you would never think that's.
Oh, this is awesome!
No, I didn't.
I'm so proud of you, love. High five.
No, I thought you would laugh and be like, oh, idiot! Like laugh really hard. So the fact that
instead, I was disgusted. I was, and here's the thing: you're disgusting, and I've never been disgusted by you.
I'm so sad about that.
Is this the kind of relationship you want?
I just thought you would laugh at it.
You want? I thought you want to be sending me pictures of your poop.
I thought you would laugh. I thought you would think it was funny. I thought you'd be like, "Oh, you're so gross," and like laugh at it.
I don't know. I think
and you didn't, and so I was really sad that you didn't laugh about it, and that it was just you thought it was gross. Because then I was just embarrassed, and I was like, "Oh man."
I maybe should have saved this for like couples therapy or something. I don't know.
No, we can talk about our poo here, but anyway, so that was a bummer. But the toilet paper in question.
Yeah, why no wipe?
There was a wipe in there.
So you're gonna wipe after? So you stood, looked, and then you're like, "I'll wipe after."
No, I knew. I could tell it was good. And then I wiped.
I could tell it was good.
I wiped and it's in there. You can see it in the picture. But it wasn't just like covering it. And then I like did the like double check
Yeah,
wipe.
you didn't want to hide it. What?
Like, because the first one was a clean sweep.
There was no. I saw that. You sent me the picture. There was no way that was a clean sweep.
It was a clean sweep.
A no wiper? For sure not.
Yeah, it was, I swear.
There's no way. You like, as you said in the beginning, you are in fact a liar.
No, I swear to God.
You lie.
That one was a clean sweep. It was for real. How do you know? Were you wiping? Were you wiping me?
Circumstantial evidence tells me that that the defendant for sure needed to wipe.
Look at the picture I sent you, and look at the toilet
Don't make
paper
me
in the
send
picture.
it to my brother to
Do
put up
not
on the
send this to
screen.
your brother. We can't put human poo on the screen.
Okay.
No, I'm saying you look at it and look at the toilet paper in it. You will see there's this clean sweep.
The point of my relax is that I don't want to look at it.
I wonder how many people have unsubscribed to this podcast because of the first 10 minutes of this
maybe all of
episode.
them.
Probably all of them.
Is this why you sometimes... What kind of approval are you seeking? Because sometimes I feel like you don't flush on purpose. Is it because you're hoping that I'll walk in and I'll see it and be proud of you?
I have never not flushed a turd down the toilet.
I'm gonna throw this tiny little
never
microphone out the window.
I have never not flushed a poop.
Of the
I have
Bellagio.
never not flushed a poop. That does not exist. That has never existed.
Is this podcast only you lying? Is it only your lies?
No, I've not flushed pee before because in the middle of the night and I don't want to wake up the babies that still sleep in our room.
What else have you not flushed, love? Think about it.
I've not flushed pee. I just said in toilet
Not
paper.
flushed.
What? You're gonna say tampons.
Yes.
You're not supposed to flush tampons.
So why are they in the toilet? What's happening? What kind of... What issues do you have that like you need me to approve of these things
time out.
or be impressed with them?
Okay, you're not supposed to flush tampons, but I do flush my tampons. And I flush my poops. I just sometimes don't flush pee in the middle of the night because I don't want to wake up the babies if I don't have to. But if it's a poo, I will flush it. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you don't know how a toilet works. It's either you don't know how a toilet works or you desperately need me to see it for some sort of like attention.
No, I never want you to see it again because the one time I sent you a picture, you were a party pooper, no pun intended, and you did not laugh and you didn't enjoy it because you have no soul and you have no sense of humor and you did not think it was funny. And I know I wasn't trying to make it like cute or awesome or cool or have you be proud of me. I thought it would make you go like, ah, and like laugh really hard. And then like, I thought I would hear you chuckle from the other side of the house.
I
like,
get it.
Love it.
I get it. And we can be
thought.
pretty gross in front of each other. But I feel like that's another level in coupledom that like
I
where
would
you're
be
sending
so
each other
stoked
pictures
if you
of...
sent me a picture of your poop. I would think it was so funny.
Okay, well I will do that. We'll talk about it next week, I guess.
You're gonna send me a picture of your poop?
Yeah, and then we'll see how you feel. How it makes you feel.
Is it just because were you just jealous of my poo and so that's why you were upset?
I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Have you?
Because I feel like of all the poops I've taken lately, I couldn't take a picture and send it to you because I'd be embarrassed. because they wouldn't be impressive. They would just be like, it was just
that would make
just
me
like
laugh.
a pile of yarn, and you're like, why is it? I don't want to see this pile of yarn. You know what I mean? There's nothing impressive about it.
That's first of all, that's extremely impressive. If I would be so excited to have a pile of yarn poo. So speaking of pile of yarn poo,
are we going to talk about gut health?
We're going to say hello to our first sponsor.
Oh, I don't know if we should go from that to our first.
Why not? They probably love it. They probably love.
Who is it?
It's Magic Spoon.
Oh no.
Okay, so do you know how when you're growing up, cereal is like the best part of the day? It's like
The
delicious.
best part of the day.
Most amazing thing in the world was having a huge heaping bowl of sugary cereal.
I would sometimes put it in that big metal bowl, like the big metal mixing bowl that every family had to both throw up into, but also eat cereal out of if they were feeling.
Ours was plastic, but yes.
Yeah, I would fill up that whole bowl.
Oh yeah.
Half a gallon of milk.
With a nice sugary cereal. I was shocked when I became an adult and I found out that was like not good for you. Like I was like, what? It's cereal. Isn't it good for you? I'm sure it's full of some sort of a vitamin.
Cereal just sounds
Never
like
knew
healthy,
that a bowl full of chocolate and marshmallows maybe wasn't good for you. That was very sad for me to find out that it's like more of a dessert than a delicious.
And we're talking,
I went to Europe and in the candy stores, they have boxes of American cereals. That's how bad our cereals are here. Well, I got good news for you guys. Magic Spoon is here to help you out.
Do you believe in magic? I do now.
I believe in magic. After Magic Spoon,
cereal.
They're going to make all your childhood cereal dreams come true. They have so many delicious, yummy flavors that are like actually good for you.
They're actually good.
They got a variety pack, and the different flavors are cocoa, fruity, frosted, and peanut butter. This pack has...
That's what we got.
Oh, yeah. That's what we got. And the pack has 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs. And there's only 140 calories a serving, which is
talking about.
Great. It's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, and low-carb. And I'm so stoked because my favorite time to eat cereal now as an adult is like late at night, in the middle of the night. But it's a horrible thing to eat a huge bowl of sugar right before you go to bed. So now I don't feel so bad about it because it's good for you. You can mix the cocoa, by the way, the cocoa one with the peanut butter, and it tastes like peanut butter cup. It's so freaking good.
I have done this and I can confirm.
It does. And it tastes exactly like a regular cereal from your childhood, but it's super nutritious. It's delicious, but super healthy cereal that really brings joy to your mornings or afternoon or, like me, late night snack. So go to magicspoon.com/relax to grab a variety pack and try it today. And be sure to use our promo code RELAX at checkout to save $5 off your first order. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember, get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/relax and use the code RELAX to save $5 off. Thank you, Magic Spoon, for sponsoring this episode. So, you guys, I just have to say, before we go on, I'm sorry if this episode looks weird or sounds weird. We have limited resources here, so...
we do have 2 tiny microphones now.
Yeah, we're not sharing the same microphone this week.
We've spared no expense.
Yeah, so it's getting crazy up in here. Anyway, you said you had a few relaxes. What else did you say?
I had another one for you.
Wait, before, I'm sorry to interrupt you, because I just asked you to do another relax.
Please.
But I also need to say, like... I'm sorry, everyone, that all we ever talk about is poop on this podcast.
I don't know how that happens.
Every week, all we ever do is talk about
break,
poop.
and we were like, "Is this all we talk about? That can't be good."
Well, we don't only talk about it when it's just you and me.
No, and we have like other things we talk about, and like sincere moments and fun things that we've planned. But like, I feel like we end up always talking about
poop on this podcast.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, but not sorry, kind of.
Yeah, I mean.
I don't know. Sorry.
Because maybe they feel the way I feel when you sent me that picture. Like it wasn't funny. They're just grossed out.
I'm confident that most people would not think it was funny. Right. And most people would think it was disgusting and gross and weird. I just thought that you and I shared a love for talking about these.
Was it a test?
It was not a test. What? Okay. I just thought you would laugh. I thought it would make you laugh.
Well, I have another relax.
Okay, what is it?
Because somehow... I saw you do something even grosser today.
Oh, this is so stupid. I cannot believe this. I can't wait to talk about this, and you're not even going to let me talk about it. You're just going to make it sound worse than it is.
I think this is the grossest thing I've ever seen you do. And you are by far the grossest person I've ever met. And I love you.
Wow. This isn't even gross.
But we are sitting in an airplane.
Oh, you're so weird.
From Los Angeles, LAX to Vegas. Mm-hmm. A 37-minute flight. Mm-hmm. We are sitting, humble brag, in first class on this flight. Mm-hmm. Row 2, seats C and A, together. Mm-hmm. And I look over, and the flight attendant comes on. We're making our descent into Las Vegas. Make sure to buckle your seatbelt tight and low because there was a lot of turbulence coming in to Vegas.
That's why you were grumpy, because there's turbulence.
And I look over at you, and I'm like, I don't do well on flights, and I don't do well with turbulence. It's not something I've ever like gotten my nervous system to think is normal to be on a piece of metal in the sky going 750 miles an hour, many feet up. And I look over at you as I'm feeling unwell, and you are plucking your eyebrows on the plane.
God forbid.
And I just thought that was the grossest thing
can't believe
I've ever seen.
That was so weird of you. He literally was like, are you
And
seriously?
you didn't see me notice you, so I took a picture. So here's a picture of you doing it.
No, we're not putting that picture on. I'm not approved of said picture. Chris is not putting any picture on that.
And I said to you, what are you doing? And you acted as if it was the most normal thing you'd ever done.
Yeah.
Because, we're on, like, public transportation. And you're plucking hairs off your face. You're not collecting them. They're just, and then you're like, what? They're little hairs. What? What? They're so little. They're just little hairs.
No,
and I'm just saying, I wouldn't want to sit. Because, I mean, Christ, airline prices right now are ludicrous. You know what I mean? Like, so somebody else is paying for that seat for the next flight that it is. And they're sitting in your little tiny face hairs.
You are so stupid. I'm not. So, I was
crazy.
I was
crazy thing to do.
I was not plucking out every eyebrow hair on my eyebrows. I was like getting.
What?
Are you serious?
What ones?
I couldn't believe he was so offended by this. So I need you guys to tell me if this is so.
Literally the grossest thing. People get so offended when they see someone like take their shoes off on a plane.
Yeah, that's gross.
You're plucking your eyebrows in first class on an airplane.
Look, I wasn't plucking my eyebrows.
Are you
cleaning up the like thinnest, smallest, shortest, microscopic, you could not even see them if you tried, hairs that you can only see in very specific lighting. And girls, you know what I'm talking about. It's the lighting you can see in your rearview mirror.
That you can only see from an airplane window?
And yes, from an airplane window. There's like a very specific lighting. You can see hairs that you've never seen on your face before that you didn't even know existed. And I was like putting on makeup and I was like, oh my gosh, these like tiny little microscopic, literally can barely see them. They're so small and short. You couldn't even barely get them with tweezers because they're so short and small. Like I wasn't like plucking out huge, long, crazy hairs.
And I know this is what you meant because me saying this to you and being horrified for me and the passengers around me, your response was not like to explain this in this fashion.
I did.
It wasn't. Your response was to belittle me and be like, what? It's not like they're your eyebrow hairs, like as implying that I have like mad scientist eyebrow hairs, which sometimes I do.
I said that is
which
not
sometimes
what
I do.
Said. You are making things up.
You like totally were like, oh, is this gross? Well, I'm gonna make a put down on you,
That's
saying that I have like
not
crazy eyebrows or something.
That is literally not even close to what happened. You were like, you are disgusting. That's not what happened at all.
Verbatim.
You have lost your mind and you know it. So he was like, you're disgusting. This is the grossest thing. And I was like, are you joking or are you being serious? I was like, I'm not plucking big, long, crazy hairs.
Like you have. You literally said that.
I did not.
You literally were like, I will neg him.
That is not what I said. That is not what I said. I was trying to explain that it was little tiny microscopic small hairs that I've already plucked out so many times that they're so thin and small you can barely even see them, that I haven't even grown yet. They like are starting to grow out of my skin, so I was like, get them out before they grow. They shouldn't even be considered hairs because they're not even out yet, and they're so small and tiny and thin. They're not big, thick, wiry eyebrow hairs like normal eyebrow hairs. So I was trying to explain to you.
And the time and place to do this is first class on an airplane?
I was just
do this anywhere else in public.
When do I have time to get in and like get in the fine little crevices of my eyebrows and find the smallest, thinnest, lightest little hairs? I don't have time to do this.
It's a time issue. I don't got time for this.
Yes.
This is the time I have.
Yes. When you
I accept that. See, I accept that.
But time out. That's not why though. It's also but you're still not even letting me finish. I never said to you, you have the grossest, thickest eyebrows in the world. I was like, no, it's not like I'm plucking out like your eyebrow hairs. These are tiny little thin, small hairs you can't even see. Meaning like you as a man, you don't have those tiny little thin, small, short, plucked eyebrow hairs that I was getting because you don't pluck your eyebrows. I was talking about like the hair's not part of the eyebrows. It's like underneath the eyebrows or outside of the eyebrows, the ones that you can barely see that grow if you know and you constantly are plucking your eyebrows, they grow back thin and small and you can barely see them. That's what I said. I said they're not like the thick like eyebrow hairs that like you have. They're like they don't.
Colleen.
That's what I never
Colleen.
said. I never said anything mean about
Love.
it. I didn't put you down.
I apologize.
I
apologize.
For what?
For thinking that it was gross and for taking
You didn't think it was
offense.
gross.
What?
You can think it was gross.
No, I apologize because honestly, like I'm starting to like appreciate like it that like you had to do what you had to do, and like maybe that is the best place to do it. I mean, maybe people are gonna say, yeah, I also always
I don't always
pluck my eyebrows on the airplane because there is a
done that
very
before.
specific lighting from east to west when you're on
such a
the right
brat.
side of an airplane and you have a window seat. That is the only time in public where you can see these little hairs. And that's when you're on an airplane
If I
plucking your eyebrows and being like, what?
You're so weird that
We were horrified.
He literally said to me on the plane, he says, "You're plucking out eyebrow pubes and throwing them all over the airplane," like as though they're these thick, long, coarse, curly hairs that I was plucking from the root and throwing them in people's mouths.
I don't know. I just don't get grossed out easily. Like, but like the fact that like no, if I knew that like I was sitting on a seat and someone was and like doing that before me, like and just that they were there and the, you know, you have to lift up the armrest to take the tray. Imagine if you have to lift up the armrest to take the airplane tray out. You know what I mean? And then there's just like you take your tray out. Oh, thank you for my you know, kettle corn and water or whatever, and there's just eye pubes all over the thing.
You wouldn't see them. That's my point. They're so small you would never see them.
Exactly. So then you don't see them, so you don't know that they're there, and then they somehow end up in your mouth system.
No. Okay. So you guys need to tell me in the comments. Am I the most grotesque, gross person you've ever known? Do you think it's not that gross? Do you think it's absolutely disgusting? And girls, do you know what I'm talking about? Or people who pluck your hair, not just girls. Anyone who plucks all their eyebrow hairs out since the 2000s, and you know the hairs I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, there was not a single hair that was plucked out. I plucked out maybe 5 hairs, maybe 5. And not a single one, I guarantee you times 1,000, not a single one you would have been able to see with your eye, Erik.
Here's the thing. I understand that there are, because I'll like shave in a certain light, and then I'll go into a different light and be like, oh, I missed.
It's not as thick as that.
You know what I
hair.
mean? Or like, you know, so I understand like the precedent you're setting is that there are certain lights to where like that hair on the human body is more visible, and so it's giving you this opportunity to take care of these hairs that you really want out of your eyebrows. I get that, but you are in public, so maybe
I don't think you understand how common and normal it is for girls to pluck their eyebrows. Did you not know that girls do this? I see girls doing it all the time while they're doing their makeup. They just everyone has tweezers in their bag, and they just like as on like a bus. I've seen girls do it all over.
On an airplane, on a train, on an airplane, in the back of an Uber.
What? No, I don't think I've seen anyone do it in the back of an Uber because I've never been in the back of an Uber.
I'm just naming public transit, love.
I don't know that I've ever seen anyone, but I know whenever I've seen a girl
Tell me
do
the
her
truth.
makeup, I'm being dead serious. I know every time I've seen a girl doing her makeup, it is very common. I see them pluck out a hair or two, and that's all I was doing was plucking out a couple of hairs.
Are they in their home in their own bathroom?
No, I've seen girls do it when they're doing their makeup, not at home in their own bathroom.
Where are they doing their makeup?
Wherever they do their makeup.
Where? Give me a public place where women are doing their makeup.
Sorry, I haven't written down all the times that I've seen girls do this, but it is something that girls do when they're doing their makeup.
Where?
They'll pluck out a couple of hairs when they do their makeup.
Where? I'm saying
wherever they do their makeup.
I'm not walking around just seeing like women constantly doing their makeup and plucking their eyebrows.
Dude, I'm sorry, you don't have a lot of girlfriends who are doing makeup. I've seen girlfriends and boys do their makeup, and they get out. And every time.
In like the car?
Every time someone has done my makeup, by the way, every time I've ever gotten my makeup done, they go, "Oh, I'm gonna tweeze a couple hairs." Like, it's very common. It's very normal.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. When I've done like hair and makeup for like a show or something, like I feel like that's happened.
Right. So like.
But I'm in a hair and makeup chair in a trailer where it is assumed that like. Hair and makeup is being done. I'm not like.
It's not like I get on an airplane and I go, I'm on an airplane. This is when I tweeze my eyebrows.
This is what I was trying to. That was the beginning of the argument, though. Was like this is the best and only place that I could find these specific hairs.
That's not what I said.
Because they weren't normal hairs. They were little hairs that you could only see on an airplane.
Right. I wasn't saying that's why I didn't say I got on an airplane to get good lighting to tweeze my eyebrows. I was doing my makeup. And as I was doing my makeup, because of the very specific lighting on the airplane today, it reminded me of the lighting you have when you get in your car, and you know what I'm talking about. When you get in the car and you look in the rearview mirror and you're like, oh my God, this lighting is crazy. I can see things on my face I've never wanted to see in my life. And that's what the lighting was when I opened up my compact to start doing my makeup, and I saw some small, literal, like invisible see-through hairs that I was like, oh, I'm going to grab those really quick. I have my tweezers. Got a couple of them, and you lost your freaking mind thinking I was putting pubic hair all over the freaking plane.
No, I just was horrified. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something I thought about. I just thought it was so, it just seemed to me like I'm going to clip, like if you might as well have been clipping your nails in first class.
Not the same.
I felt like the same thing to me. It literally felt like the same.
That is insane.
Like imagine someone just clipping their toenails.
That is insane to me that you would
first class on an airplane. It seemed the same to me.
Plucking the most microscopic, not existent hair out from underneath her eyebrows, not even part of my eyebrows, like under my eyebrows.
What do you mean not part of it?
Like,
so
it's
you
not
weren't
part of
plucking
the
your
eyebrow.
eyebrows?
It's like down here.
What? Eyelid hair?
Yeah, pretty much.
What?
Yes, this is what I'm saying. It's not like. Yeah,
Then I'm sorry. I apologize.
I think it's like a literal, huge, thick, long
you were
eyebrow.
Here. You were in here.
Yeah,
you were in this area.
This is unibrow moments. Yeah, there's hairs in there
You're
too.
contradicting yourself.
No,
every
I
second.
was in here, and I was.
You have
here.
hairs that come out of your eyelids?
Not out of my eyelids, but just like under the eyebrow, above the eyelid, like this area in here.
So if you were to go like eyebrow natural for like a few months, what would happen?
I would have very thick eyebrows, well, very sparse.
On your
but, like,
eyelids?
Yes.
Shame.
You have them. You have hair on your eyelids where I have plucked it off.
So you're saying that I should?
No, I'm not saying you should.
Are my eyebrows bad?
No, your eyebrows are fabulous.
Should you pluck them?
No,
On
I
an airplane?
certainly shouldn't do it on an airplane, according to you. But I wouldn't do that on an airplane because your eyebrow.
But I don't know anything about eyebrow care.
Well, I'm just telling you right now. If I did yours, I would never do them on an airplane because yours, don't have like. The
You would.
thinned
So
out.
you would do mine, is what you're saying. So there's something to be
No,
done.
there's nothing to be done. If you asked me to pluck your eyebrows, I guess I could pluck out some hairs. But I.
Where? Whoa! Now I'm self-conscious because like.
Oh my God! Why
I don't
are
even
you
know.
Making a problem.
No, I'm not making a problem. I just like make me hip to the eyebrow game. Like, what
I
do you
don't know
mean?
anything about eyebrows. I know nothing about eyebrows.
Should I be doing something else to
No,
them?
I love your eyebrows. The point is that if you ask me to pluck some of your eyebrow hairs, I would never do it on a plane because your eyebrows have never been plucked like mine. So the hair that I plucked today was like so thin and small and non-existent because of how often I pluck my eyebrows. Yours are not. So if I were to pluck out your eyebrow hairs, that would be gross.
Which
to
ones?
Pluck that and put it somewhere on the plane. That's gross. I agree with that. Because you can see them.
Because they're more pubescent.
Yeah.
See.
But so are mine, the ones on my eyebrows, my actual eyebrows.
Just little guys.
I'm talking about guys you can't even see. Like, you literally don't even have hair on your face like the ones I was plucking. This is what I'm
That's
trying
fine.
to get you to understand.
I just think if like I was sitting on the airplane and I looked over at a stranger and she was doing it, or he was doing it, or they were doing it, like I would think that was pretty.
It didn't need to be a stranger.
Pretty
it was
intense.
Me. Thought it was gross.
Right.
Well, I don't know, you guys. I can see
Maybe
what
other
you're
people
saying.
do it.
I understand because I think it would be gross to be making plucking out all these big thick hairs, but that's not what I was doing. So that's why I don't think it was gross. But maybe it is gross. Maybe all the comments are going to be like, yeah, you're disgusting. Because they usually do sway with you. I'm usually the odd man in this one. So they probably will say I'm disgusting and gross. But I didn't think that was gross. And I've seen girls pluck their eyebrows out and about before. And it's never bothered me.
I mean, honestly, I was surprised by my reaction. Because like I said, you're pretty gross. And
I would say your reaction was
gross, and I get
the best word to describe your reaction was appalled. You were appalled.
I wasn't. It was just.
I've never seen you so appalled. Like, more so than when I sent you the picture of the poop.
Yeah.
Like, it was like the grossest thing you'd ever seen in your life. You look like you just watched me murder someone. You couldn't believe what you were seeing.
It was. Yeah, I don't know. It struck me as very odd, the timing and place.
I was
of
so
that
confused.
action.
You've seen me pluck my eyebrows
And
before,
then
so
I think I was more appalled by the fact that I was like, "What are you doing?" And you're like, and you were still like, "What? This is normal. This is normal behavior." And I was more appalled that you thought it was normal behavior than I was
I didn't act like that. I was like, what? Like, I was
because
so
I was
confused.
kind of like, I don't think she knows that
was,
people can
being
see
super
her and what
confused.
she's
I wasn't
doing.
Like, what? I was like,
No.
what? What? What's wrong? What?
Yeah, that's when I became
Like, I was
appalled
so
when you were like,
confused.
it's normal.
Yeah. No, it's not normal. I guess
I
I'm
didn't think so.
disgusting. But Erik was very offended. Anyway, let's say thanks to our next sponsor and stop talking about how disgusting I am. This episode's all just about how gross I am.
Yeah.
Apostrophe. Hey, Lovey, do you remember the first day we ever shot a scene of Haters Back Off together?
Yeah.
Way back in the day, many, many moons ago.
I absolutely vividly remember the first scene we shot together.
The one thing that sticks out in my mind the most, other than like shooting a scene with you and how fun that was, is that I had a huge freaking zit that day. And it was driving me crazy. I was like, my first big scene I'm shooting, I got a big old zit.
I remember that zit.
You do? Oh gosh. They had to like CGI it out. I'm not even kidding. They literally were like, this zit is so distracting. We're going to have to edit it out and post.
The same thing they used to make the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. They used to get up
my pimple. Actually, I don't even know that they did, but I was like, can we get rid of that?
Somebody go back and watch, see if you can find it. Let us know.
Oh, please don't. Anyway, I wish I had apostrophe is what I'm getting at. I wish that I had apostrophe to save my life back then and that day, so I could just focus on working with you and making some funny scenes instead of thinking about how I had a zit.
I would have been able to remember my lines if I wasn't just like,
staring at my zitsy.
I want to pop that thing for you.
Jeez Louise. Apostrophe is a prescription skincare company that offers science-backed oral and topical medications that are clinically proven to help clear acne. At Apostrophe, an expert dermatology team will create a personalized treatment plan that is perfectly tailored to your unique skin. You just simply fill out Apostrophe's online quiz about your skin goals and medical history, then snap a few selfies, and a board-certified dermatologist will create your initial customized treatment plan. Apostrophe treats all types of acne, from hormonal acne to facial acne, and even chest knee, back knee, butt knee. You got those zits on that booty? They'll get them. They'll take care of all that. Treat all the breakouts from head to toe to booty.
I had a zit on my eyelid.
I didn't know where you were going to go with that sentence.
Could it fix that too? You think?
They can fix it all.
Eyelid knee?
They can fix it all. So yeah, whatever your skincare goals are, they can get at that. You know, for me, I want to improve my skin texture. I'm starting to get like marks on my face, like age marks or sun marks or something. I don't know. They're kind of like freckles, but like, you know, I want those taken care of. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on right now. But you can focus on whatever things you want to focus on with your skin, and they will make that treatment plan just right for you, which is fabulous. We have a special deal for our audience. Save $15 off your first visit with an Apostrophe provider at apostrophe.com/relax when you use our code RELAX. This code is only available for our listeners, so it's special. To get started, like I said, go to apostrophe.com/relax and click begin visit. Then use our code RELAX at sign up and you'll get your first visit for only $5. That's apostrophe.com/relax and use that code RELAX to get your first dermatologist crafted treatment plan for $5. And we thank Apostrophe for sponsoring this podcast. All right, guys. So we're going to move on from talking about how gross I am. And we're
sorry that we always do that. Like, I don't know how that always happens.
Because it's a big opportunity for you to let everyone know how disgusting I am.
I know. Is that what this platform is for? For just me only talking about
how gross I am?
Your poops and
yeah, maybe. But we're going to change the subject now.
Yes.
To Vegas. Something else.
Vegas,
gross.
baby.
Just kidding. We're in Vegas, and we always have so much fun here. There's so much to do. There's so much to see. And tonight we saw a Cirque show.
Yeah.
And it was super fun. We saw Love, the Beatles Cirque show. It was incredible. It was so good.
I had always wanted to see it. I feel like it's been going on for 10 years.
I know. I've always wanted to see it too.
We finally got to see it.
It was so good. And my favorite part of the show was listening to Erik react to the show.
What was I doing?
You were losing your mind. It was so fun. He was like, through his mask, which by the way, I think we're the only people in there with masks on.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Which like, we're always proud to wear our masks. Like we still like to wear our masks and we're comfortable wearing our masks.
To each his own. We are just trying to do the best we can with what knowledge we have to help not get our kids sick, right? I mean,
yeah,
is that why?
Everyone's own personal decision.
That's fine. But like for me, I'm like, I just don't want to.
Yeah.
I was thinking about my little babies.
Yeah, so it's whatever. It is what it is. It's everyone's own decision. For us, we still wear it everywhere.
It's not mandated.
And but it's funny because, I'm always proud to wear a mask. I like wearing my mask. I like it's something I like. But it's funny because no one else was wearing one, literally no one else in the theater, I felt like a loser.
Yeah, I felt like lame.
I was like, am I lame? Like, is everyone looking at me like, look at that loser wearing a mask? But I still was proudly wearing it, of course.
This one woman, as we were walking there, looking at me like, ugh, look at this.
I know. I felt like everyone was looking at us like, look at these weirdos wearing masks.
What a lame-o with this mask on.
And it was so funny. I was like, oh.
You don't know what I got at home?
No, but I'm proud to wear my mask. I'm glad we all get to make.
What was I saying through my mask?
Anyway, you were saying things through your mask, and it was so funny. Like, we're sitting there watching the show. We're both singing along, which is kind of annoying, but like, we loved it. And I think everyone was. It's Vegas. I feel like you're allowed to sing along to shows in Vegas. But
Ringo.
People are like dangling from ropes from the ceiling and from silks and rings and dangling from all these things and jumping around and falling from heights. And Eric's like, "What are you doing, guy? You're gonna fall, guy. Oh, that's too high. Get down.
Too high.
Too high.
It was crazy."
He's like, "Are you kidding me?
Well,
this is crazy." But
the way that theater is
loud.
set up, there's not like a bad seat in the house, and you can really see that they're not like there's no like safety net or rope or attachment or anything.
It was so
they're
funny,
just
guys.
like kind of just strength.
He was just,
and
like yelling at them. He's like, "You're gonna fall. What are you doing, guy?"
I couldn't even sit back. I was like
he
sitting
was so
forward,
stressed.
like unrelaxed, like but also singing Beatles
And then,
songs,
like,
but also
other people,
like
they'd go really high.
this
I'd,
isn't.
like,
I kept
they'd
going.
go-
This isn't safe.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
not
not
safe.
safe. He kept saying that's not safe. And then like they're going up high in the sky on these ropes, or whatever. And everyone else is like getting excited and cheering or gasping, and he going, "Oh no, that's too high. That's too high. That's too
too
like." He was like getting upset. He's like, "No, this is." He was like,
I was so impressed by them all. Like as I don't understand where that type of performance skill comes from. How people, you know what I mean? I don't know what
so
you would
talented.
class. That
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
because it's what it's like dance, gymnastics, stunt, acrobatics.
It's so.
I don't know how
impressive.
you learn that. Where do you go to? Where's the undergrad curriculum for that?
There's
you know?
circus school.
Okay.
There's acrobat school.
Oh wow.
I've been to an acrobat school class.
Well, I
San
mean,
Francisco.
here they are, and it's and also
so
like
freaking good.
technically as a production, the stage management, the lighting, like the rigging, like how everything
It was such a fun
worked.
show.
I could never even fathom how like a creative mind and a technical mind could like make this concept a reality. It was like
very impressive.
as someone who's been in the performing arts, it's like interesting for me to see a completely new. Because I've never really seen like a proper Cirque show before tonight. To like see this whole new genre of it, like because it's similar to what I've done my whole life, but completely different, both in a performance and technical sense. So it was just like wild because I'm like, oh, I could do that part like that, like how this guy, you know what I mean? He's doing this kind of like kind of clowny emotional part, but then all of a sudden he's 60 feet up, upside down with no safety net,
Like, doing
hanging
the
on a
splits
ladder,
and
like
the
doing
air
a
upstairs-
doing a
upside
like full split, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a different skill set than I have as a performer.
I honestly was like just thinking about a lot of the times I was just so blown away, not only by their talent, but like their strength. As a level of strength I will never know. You could pick any muscle in their body and it would be 20,000 times stronger than any muscle I have. You pick a muscle in a toe and it's stronger than any muscle in my body. Like,
Yeah,
the
fair enough,
strongest
but you're
people-
not like when was the last time you stretched? Like been like, I'm gonna
Never.
stretch.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
never.
exist.
Or done like a physical exercise that was like for physical exercise. Do you do those?
No, I don't. But
But
that's
see,
the
I do
point.
these
Like,
things,
I'm
and
so weak.
Right? But I do these things, and I'm like, what do you have to do? I guess you have to be 25. I don't know. Like, what do you have to do to like to beat that?
I think you have to do it since you're literally born. Like I think these people have been training for things like this their whole life, but also like I mean, could you see the muscles on those people? Like their backs, their stomachs, their shoulders. These women and men, but like even the women, the way they would.
They're like
dangling
spines are different.
They would be like
'Cause their
dangling
spines
in the
are
air,
like-
and even just something as small that you wouldn't even think about, where they're just like the way their feet look like they're like walking in the air. I knew took so much muscle strength to be able to like have like that core strength to like be spinning or being standing up straight, dangling by a wire, but like making their feet and hands look elegant and graceful. I'm like, that probably takes more muscle strength than I will ever have my whole life. Just even moving their toe a certain way.
Sometimes I go to sleep and then I wake up and I've somehow hurt my back in my sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these people don't do that. Like I imagine like, and then my back will hurt for 2 weeks and I won't be able to like look over specifically my left shoulder. So switching lanes is like really hard. And I call it like, I'm Batman
Mm-hmm.
again, because I feel like it's kind of like a Batman thing where you can't really like, you have to like turn your whole body to turn. And, I'm so thankful for those little yellow dots in the rearview mirrors so that I know that no one's in my blind spot because I literally can't look over my shoulder.
Right.
And that's just from sleeping.
Yeah.
Like, these people are...
I know, they're so impressive.
Did
you know that's a really hard word for me to say, rearview mirror? Rearview... Oh, shoot.
Are you playing this up?
No, I swear to God.
Say rearview mirror.
Rearview mirror. Oh. That's a really hard word to say. Is that not a hard word to say?
It's not.
Rear mirror.
Rear view mirror.
I think
you are not okay.
Is it just rear view?
What do you think it is?
Rev. I don't know what I thought, but I didn't think it was that.
What? Rear, as in you're looking behind you. Rear view mirror.
Rear. I know, but I thought it was something else. Now I'm trying to figure
say it for real. Say it right now.
Rear view.
The whole thing.
Rear view mirror. I don't think I can say that word.
That's it. We should never do this podcast again. That should just be the end of it. It should cut to black. Just you trying to do that. And then let's never do this again.
It's so hard for me. Rear view mirror.
Oh.
Why is it so hard to say? I can't do that one. Why is it so hard to say that word, guys? Is that not hard for other people to say? I have such a hard time with that.
Before we move on, just one more time. You can do this.
Rear view mirror. Rear view mirror. Rear view mirror. I don't like it. It sounds so uncomfortable.
Are you faking this?
I swear to God, I think I must.
Rear view mirror.
Rear view mirror. But like, I think my whole life I thought it was like rare view. Like I never thought it was rear view. I think in my brain, my whole childhood, I thought it was like a weird word like review or revere.
You need to stop.
Revere mirror.
You need to stop.
I don't know what I thought.
We're making just everyone who's listening to this
no
dumber.
One's listening now.
We're just making them dumber. If they are listening, they're
Promise
dumber now for having listened to this.
Promise times 1,000. No one's listening to this right now. There's not a chance someone's still listening to this episode. We started on talking about poop. Then we started talking about like freaking plucking hairs. Pube. No one's listening now. But anyway,
one thing I thought was cool that I noticed during this show that I wanted to bring up to you was that there was like during one specific song there was a bubble element.
I thought
whereas like they had all these bubbles shooting out, and bubbles has been a big thing of late with Flynn, and like the bubbles came out of the stage, and there was like so many, and then they're all around the whole theater. And as the bubbles were like even like tiny ones are kind of like floating over me, I wanted to grab and pop them.
Yeah.
And I turned to you during the show and I go, it never goes away. That urge to like, you know what I mean? It never goes away.
Bubbles.
To pop bubbles, it never goes away. And I just think that's such a cool, weird human thing that like, does this make sense that there are bubbles and like the urge as a kid or a grown up, like it's kind of cool that like a liquid makes a bubble and it floats in the air and you just want to pop it. It never goes away.
That's so cool.
Kid or adult,
it's
or
true.
cat, or cats love bubbles. Gus
They're
loves
fun.
bubbles.
Bubbles are so fun.
And I was just like, bubbles. That's a thing.
Bubbles are a thing. They're a fun thing.
The urge to pop them, always going to be there because we're.
Yeah. I love that. I love popping bubbles.
I just thought that was so cool. That like it kind of made me
you
feel
felt
like a kid.
Childlike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to catch them, but I didn't want to look silly. And I was like, I wish I didn't feel silly that like I wanted to catch the bubble.
Yeah. Anyway,
I did
I
anyways.
love bubbles. We loved the Cirque show. It was really fun. We want to say thanks to our next sponsor before we continue on this Hot Mess Express.
Hold on to this little microphone.
Yeah. It's not that hard, I don't think. I think you just hold it. I mean, it's hard if you hold it by the wire like that. I'm sure it doesn't sound great too.
Oh.
Anyway, all right, we're going to say thanks to our next sponsor, guys. We're so excited to say thank you to our next sponsor because they make Erik's parts look so trim and delicious.
But I don't do this on an
I said delicious.
Yeah, weirdo. But I certainly don't do this on an airplane.
It's Manscaped, guys. Let's talk about manscaping. Gentlemen, Father's Day is just around the corner, and our friends at Manscaped are here to ensure the dad in your life is looking like daddy material this June. Hey-oh, you ready for this, lovey?
Okay.
You can find their signature Lawnmower 4.0. Geez, what kind of bushes are we talking about here? Lawnmower 4.0 in the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 for the perfect bundle to tackle any and all old man hair from head to toe. Holy smokes.
Old man hair?
Well, I don't know how long it's been there, Lovey. You know? This is no dad joke. Treat him and yourself and join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code RELAX at manscaped.com. Trust me, his dad bod will thank you.
Colleen, can I jump in here?
Yes, please jump in.
Are you aware that I already owned this product?
You know, I would assume so
wanted
because
to sponsor
I
our
feel
podcast?
like you're nicely groomed. So I feel like that makes sense to me.
The only muff allowed in this house is the ones with wings that Flynn catches.
Flynn calls moths muffs. That joke falls flat on people
for
who
an
don't
audience
know.
of one.
That joke was just for me. Our son calls moths muffs.
Yeah, I saw it like highly rated and recommended, and I purchased it, and I'm not disappointed. Are you disappointed?
I'm not.
Personal question.
I'm not.
Because one thing about my wife, not a hair fan.
I hate hair. Get it out of here.
No, I mean not all of it.
I mean, you know,
Just,
whatever floats your boat.
You know,
to each his own or her own.
You mow your lawn, don't you?
I certainly don't mow a real lawn, and we have AstroTurf.
Fake grass. Bad example. Trim hedges.
People do that.
I do that. We have the big scissor trimmers.
Mm-hmm.
Then why wouldn't I? Because you want your hedges to look nice. They're in front of your house.
Mm-hmm.
Some of your hairs are on the front of your body.
Okay.
Am I selling this thing? I think I'm selling this thing.
All right, listen up. Guys, Manscaped is designed with fathers in mind, and the Performance Package 4.0 is here just in time for the dad in your life's special day. Inside this package, I don't like that package, you know. Okay, but there's a lot of innuendos in here.
There's certainly no shortage of innuendos in this.
Inside this package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all of these.
I don't have all that
goodies.
stuff, love, and Father's Day is coming up, just so you know.
Well, this is what you're getting. The Lawnmower 4.0. It'll be a gift every dad wants on Father's Day. The 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof and also has a 400K LED spotlight he needs for a more precise shave. Do you need a LED spotlight?
It does have a light on it, and
wild.
I found that's like actually super helpful.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, who knew?
Who knew? If he's using the same trimmer for his body and face, please, ladies, do him a favor and throw that out the window and give him the upgrade he deserves. But wait, there's more. Manscaped just launched their brand new Boxers 2.0 that are, dare I say, the best boxers ever? We all know dads love their comfort. With summer just around the corner, the Boxers 2.0 are here to save every father from the uncomfortable heat. These new boxers are packed with revolutionary features, including the jewel pouch, designed to cradle his boys in their own special space. This right here is a game changer. Whether he's mowing the lawn, taking out the trash, or golfing in the sun, these moisture-wicking boxers breathe without breaking a sweat. Ladies, this gift is going to be a hit with your man, your dad, your brother, and every man in your life. And honestly, even for you, you know, this is going to be
buy one for your brother. I feel like
I personally, you know,
you would.
I wouldn't, but maybe I'd recommend it to his wife.
There you go. Yeah.
But yeah, who knows? Yeah, if you want to get it for your brother, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code RELAX at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code RELAX. He'll be shaking the gift his mama gave him.
I think we just sold 1 million of those.
Alrighty, guys. If you are watching this episode, it is a different day. You'll see we're in new clothes. We're much more tired, and we only have one microphone because the other microphone broke, and we just did a show.
Speak for yourself. I'm in the same pants, different shirt.
And your voice is sexier.
Well, what happened was I sneezed. I sneezed once, and then my voice changed from the sneeze, and I'm also into it. It's a good.
It's true. He like literally sneezed once, and then his voice all of a sudden was like deeper.
Than anyone else, like I sneezed one time, and my voice instantly changed. I hope it's like this forever. I feel like this is cool.
It is cool, but I'd miss your real voice.
Hey guys, welcome to Relax. This is Erik One Sneeze.
Erik One Sneeze. Anyway, we just did a show in Vegas.
You did a show and you were incredible. I'm sorry. If you're watching, I'm wearing the shirts you sell on tour. It's just like it's a Marina face and a you face.
Yeah, that is what he's wearing. So anyway, the show was fun.
So good. You were so good.
The show was fun. Yeah, you were great, and it was a blast.
How was I great?
Because you came on stage. You were awesome.
You dragged me on stage.
Oh, please. As if you didn't know I was going to pull you on stage.
I don't know.
Oh, please.
I'm so anxious.
Okay.
I'm so shy.
You're so stupid. Today, one of the best parts of our day today was we FaceTimed our son, Flynn. And he went to the pet store today with my parents, I guess. And when he was there, he said he wanted a guinea pig. And he's been talking about wanting a guinea pig for a long time. If you guys have watched my vlogs, you know he really wants a green guinea pig, but he hasn't been able to find one. And so he keeps wanting a guinea pig. Bad. I know, just too bad. We told him if he finds a green guinea pig, he can have it.
Yeah.
So anyway, he told us, he was like, Daddy, on FaceTime today, he goes, Daddy, I went to the pet store and I wanted a guinea pig, but I changed my mind. And then Erik laughed because the way Flynn said it was so funny. And so Erik laughed and he goes, Daddy, don't laugh at me.
Like this is serious business, like a very serious thing. We now want
a chameleon. The new thing is a chameleon, guys. He wants a chameleon.
What do you even? I think you have to feed a chameleon like live crickets and like
worms.
Bugs and,
I don't know. I don't know anything about chameleons.
I know they're really cool looking. Actually, it's funny. When I was in 6th grade, we had to do like a big project on an animal, and my project was on the chameleon.
Shouldn't you know what they eat then?
I should if I had a better memory of my like 6th grade like projects. I feel like it was even before 6th grade, but I remember that I did it. I remember that I had the whole trapper keeper that was chameleon oriented. I remember I remember it because it was my first actual presentation I had to give in front of class, and it was on chameleons.
Did you get to choose the animal?
Yes.
And so everyone picks their favorite animal in these things. Was that your favorite animal at the time?
I guess it must have been at that time. That's kind of cool.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I remember we had to do a report on our favorite animal in like 5th or 6th grade as well.
Yeah.
And I remember my favorite animal has always been just a cat. And I didn't want to do cat because I thought that was so lame because everyone else is like, I like horses or I like chameleons or whatever.
When you say everyone else, like, is this just your siblings? Because I know you were homeschooled for a portion of your education.
For a little bit, but this was not homeschool. This was real.
Imagine you doing this book report in your living room in front of your siblings.
If I did it for homeschool, it would have been a cat. But I was like so pressured by just the peer pressure of just my peers liking cool animals. Like they liked iguanas and and very unique animals. And so I wanted to do a cat because cats are my favorite animal, but I felt stupid doing cat. So I said my favorite animal was a leopard because I was like, it's still a cat. So I felt like I was being sneaky because I was like, it is still a cat, but I felt like an imposter because like I wanted to just do it on playing cats, but I couldn't. I had to change it, so I did it on a leopard, and I pretended my favorite animal was a leopard for like a year.
Tell me, Colleen, what do leopards eat?
I don't know, meat, other animals.
And can you tell me any other leopard facts?
No, I can't, but I know that there's like, I remember learning about like snow leopards and all the different kinds of leopards, how fast they could run. I don't remember anything now.
Can they out like 65?
I think that's a cheetah. I don't know about leopards.
What's the fastest cat?
Cheetah.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. I'm pretty sure cheetahs are like crazy fast.
You heard it here, folks. Cheetah, fastest cat.
Isn't that true? I thought that was like a thing.
When I think cheetah, I just think of like Cheetos.
Oh, delicious.
Just, like,
do you prefer a puff or a crunch?
Puff. But here's the thing.
Whoa, them's fighting words. Them's fighting words. You like a puff?
I now like crunches because I feel like I think because they're easier to eat. Puffs, it's like you're like it's really like I hope you have strong gums. You know what I mean? Like puffs, I feel like the way that they fragment in your mouth is sharp.
I think crunchy ones are harder to are sharper.
They're harder, yeah. I mean, they're not puffed, but like it's kind of like there's snow. But then there's you don't know this because you didn't grow up on the East Coast. But then when there's like an icy rain over snow, you get like this layer over the soft snow that's like sharp ice. So you can kind of walk in and maybe you'll break through into the soft snow. But there's like a sharp glass ice over the snow. That's what I feel like a Cheetos puff is.
But you prefer a puff?
I mean, it's all about that. But yeah, then it gets stuck. It's all, but like
Wait, why do you prefer the puff? It sounds like you hate puffs.
Maybe I do, but you also like there's like the residual of the puff that gets stuck way up in the cheek gum line. This is not like
I don't really like puffs, so I don't eat puffs very often. But the regular Cheetos I like. I just don't like that like the thick powder film you get on your fingers.
Yeah, that's not, well for either you're gonna get that, but I just think the puff is more bougie, but like the consequence mouth wise.
I don't like the puffs. Anyway, why are we talking about this?
That's a really good question, love. We're talking about the fastest cat.
Oh, do you like the fiery hot Cheetos? I think they're gross.
No.
Those are like loved by all. I feel like everyone loves those.
Flamin' hot Cheetos, yes.
Yeah.
I don't think hot snacks are good. Like spicy, like artificial spicy is not good to me.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like spicy tuna. Like I like hot sauce on breakfast foods. I like crushed pepper on pizza, but like in snack form, spicy to me feels like scientifically engineered spicy, and it's not the same kind of taste sensation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well,
did that sound real in this voice? Like real?
Yeah, your voice. I'm just like listening to your voice.
Like, yeah, tell me about that taste sensation of the.
Tell me about fake spicy food, the chemical spicy food. Yeah. Anyway, I guess we should talk about things that we were talking about Vegas a lot because we're here in Vegas. Yeah. And we're just talking about the concept of Vegas and how weird it is. Like Vegas is cool and we're having so much fun. I always have fun when I'm here. But like the concept of the city is wild. Like Erik put it so plainly while we were just eating dinner, I guess, ? I don't know what you would call what we just ate. But Erik was like, Erik was like, it's just, there's these machines that you just give your money to and go like, okay, machine, maybe you'll give me more money, but it's like a machine. It's not going to give you any more money. And everyone just does it and just, a shiny machine. I'm going to put my money in that.
It's a total money suck. It's a money funnel. I feel like it's literally like architecturally designed in this way to whereas you will spend as much money as you're like willing to. So maybe you subconsciously are like, I can lose or spend this much money there. And you ultimately will that plus some. But I think that's also fun for people. It's just so strange that like in the middle of the desert, they were like, here's this, we're going to call it Sin City and we're going to have all these things. There was a really interesting interaction that we heard a brief portion of as we were walking back last night.
Yeah.
Is that something that...
Yeah, we can talk about that. So yeah, we were walking last night home from dinner and there were these showgirls on the street. And there's like, sometimes they have showgirls that are just there for a picture and you give them a tip or they're hawking, for a show, like tickets to a show.
Can you describe a showgirl?
Yeah, I mean, well, these ones in particular were wearing like a hot pink, like bikini essentially, like a bra and thong and heels and like a feather, like an ostrich type of mane.
Like frilly.
Yeah. Do people not know what showgirls look like? Why am I explaining showgirls?
I don't know. Just to set the scene.
Oh, okay.
You know
what I
mean?
Yeah,
because there's people walking down the side. Like you kind of have to sometimes walk down the sidewalk to get where you're. You could walk through the hotels or like out in the 110-degree sidewalk.
Yeah.
And occasionally, it seems like often you'll come across a couple or group of
showgirls,
women in these outfits that are promoting like a club or just taking pictures.
A
show.
Yeah, so there's these girls. I don't know if they were promoting a show or if they were just there to pose for pictures and you could tip them. I don't really know, but they look gorgeous and they're like these feathery little bikini fun outfits.
They're out here working and it literally
and it's hot outside. It's 108 degrees.
At 11 o'clock at night, it was 99 degrees. Yeah,
they were working. They were hustling. They were working and they looked great and they were. Yeah, I even was like, oh, maybe we should take a picture, but I didn't have any cash. Anyway. Lovely. I get so excited when I see people hawking shows in the streets because I've done that before. Yeah. It's hard work. Anyway,
did you do that as Miranda? You would dress as Miranda and and what they call bark, promote shows. Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, there's these two women and doing this, and there are these two other women talking to them. Now I didn't hear what they said, but as we walked past, I heard the showgirl say, "Thank you so much. I really respect you and I appreciate you. I respect your religion, and I think that's so wonderful that you have that. But I have a religion, and I don't try to push my religion on you, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't push your religion on me. Thank you." And it was like the most sweet, gentle, polite way to respond to someone.
Maybe she's heard it 100 times, but someone here trying to to save her, right? In a way.
Well, I don't know what the other person said. I'm assuming they were trying to like, convert her to their religion, or maybe they were shaming her for whatever
like
her outfit.
Shamed, but she just responded in this amazing,
so sweet and polite, and had such like, she was so calm, and I was like, I would not be that calm if someone
like articulate.
Yeah, I was like, I would not be that calm in that situation if I'm like working my butt off in 108 degrees in this like crazy costume, trying to like just make a living and live my life.
And then you're just getting this judgment from a stranger that thinks that they know better than, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
and then she just responded so kindly and so like respectfully and maturely. I was like, I wanted to turn around and be like, yeah, leave her alone. Leave her, go away. Leave her alone. She's just working and doing her thing and she looks great. Leave her alone. Like, but obviously I didn't say anything because it was not my business, but like, I was very impressed by her. She like that woman that showgirl, I was like so impressed. I was like inspired by her like grace and her like kindness and maturity in that situation.
There's people here, they're doing their thing. It's a whole different animal, the city. It's hard to understand. Yeah,
the city's crazy. But we're having a blast here. We're so excited to go home in a few hours. Literally, we're sleeping for just a couple of hours and then getting on a plane and going back to our kiddos.
Yeah, even being away from them for 36 hours, like we're so excited to go see them. But this has been like a really, really fun date night with you.
A total blast. And Erik, like, he was so great on stage tonight. He got the biggest scream of the night, as he always does, for literally just walking on stage, because your presence is just so adored by everyone because you're so awesome. And then it was a fun show. We did a little Elvis medley, or a Las Vegas medley, and I was Elvis in that. And then I just gave all of the costumes and props from that medley to the audience. I just kept throwing things out into the audience, which is fun. I was like, I need to do that more often, like find things that I can like throw into the audience.
You were so wonderful. It's so wonderful that you put like city specific orientated stuff when you do shows. When you're able to. But I posted an Instagram of you when you were dressed as Elvis, because we're in Vegas, so that was part of the medley that you created just for tonight. Sorry for boring you as you try and yawn on the inside of your body.
I'm so tired.
But like, I posted that and then I saw someone commented like, I wish I could see Morelvis, like it was some sort of like combination of name, but like you're wearing. It's so funny because I know that under the Miranda costume you're wearing. A Colleen dress for this like quick change that happens later in the show. Can I say that?
Yeah.
So then you run off and you're putting an Elvis costume and Elvis wig over your Miranda costume that is over your Colleen costume. And the way you moved as Elvis, as Miranda as Elvis, the way that I've never seen a human body move in this way, but it was so
weird,
incredibly weird. Like it felt like it was like, you know, like there's like a horror movie scare where there's just like someone crawling on the ceiling in the dark really fast. Like that's how your body somehow moved. It was like so incredible. But then there's a moment where you drag me on stage, and and you've also brought up a couple, and so you brought up this couple, and the woman in the couple was wearing a Relax Podcast t-shirt.
Yes, she was.
And this is because there is a Relax merch item that is only available at your live shows.
Yes.
Because do you want to say why? Because
why?
Because your merch company was like, people have been asked.
Yeah, people ask for Relax merch on tour.
I have no ego about this podcast whatsoever. I just find it so fun to do with you. Like, you know what I mean? I'm shocked that if the only like anybody listens to it besides like our parents.
Yeah.
Which
me too.
Oddly they like never miss an episode. Like
your parents too?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're like, yeah.
I know my dad listens to it.
My dad loves this podcast. Hi, Dad. It's so funny to me.
He does?
Yeah, he totally does.
Oh, it's so fun.
My dad
likes
relax, cackle. He's like he'll like, whenever I'm stressed, my dad will be like, oh, well, there's this great podcast called Relax, like, you know, as if I hadn't heard it. But she was wearing it, and I just think it's so funny that they were like, oh, we need a Relax shirt to sell. People keep asking for it, and so your merch company made one, so it's not available on like a website or anything like that. You have to be at a live show. And so today, before the show, I went to talk to your wonderful merch people, and I grabbed one.
Oh my gosh, he grabbed one. I don't think I even have one yet of this. So yeah, I just basically was like, yeah, just make a Relax shirt, whatever you want. And they basically just put our logo, like the photo of the two of us with our little logo on a t-shirt. So I'm excited to see. I don't know that I've even seen it up close other than like a couple of people were wearing it and like came up to me wearing it.
I'm coming back.
Okay, Eric's coming right now with it.
It's literally just our logo that you would see if you looked on like at podcasts or.
Yeah, it looks good. I love it.
Or if you look on podcasts or like the YouTube page, it's literally just that like one kind of stock photo that we like publicity still that we did for it.
I love it.
So I asked them for one and put it on your tab.
Thank you. I'm glad you did. Because I don't have one yet.
But I don't think I've ever had a T-shirt with my face on it.
Is this exciting for you?
That I'm aware of.
Well, and I didn't tell you I was doing it, so you just showed up and your face was on a shirt.
I'm wearing a T-shirt that has 2 of your faces on it. Mm-hmm. And then now I have another T-shirt that has your face on it and my face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I smell fresh. I just think it's funny that like, hey, if you're listening, you want one of these shirts, you got to go see my wife live in concert, and you'll thank me for it. Not for the shirt, for the show.
Or you'll sue him for it. But hey, it is what it is. Yay. Let's say thanks to our first sponsor,
Colleen's
our like 18th sponsor
these days. It is what it is.
It is my favorite. Okay, so I've been saying this so much lately. I keep saying like it is what it is. It just helps me get through hard things.
I thought we were saying nothing is possible, or what if it was fun. And now we're saying it is what it is.
That's what I say. I say it because sometimes there's just situations that are hard and frustrating and upsetting and just in life in general. And sometimes I'm like, there's nothing I can do about this and it's not going to be fun. Because sometimes you can't say what if it was fun. Because sometimes things are just sucky and you can't be fun. So in those scenarios, instead of getting angry and pissy and upset, I'll just be like, it is what it is. You can't change it. So like, it is what it is. Just let this moment be kind of crappy and we'll move on from it eventually, kind of a vibe. So I keep saying it is what it is.
It's such like a grandma thing to say, like a grandma smoking.
It is what it is.
Like a grandma smoking one of those like 100 cigarettes, like the longer cigarettes, you know, so there's more cigarettes.
Well, it actually does make me feel better. And so sometimes I say it to you and like you get stressed or something, I'm just like, I don't have the energy.
I find it comforting. It is what it is.
Because I don't have energy to like vent about it with you sometimes. Like something, if I'm like too tired to like go off on a subject with you, so I'll just be like, it is what it is. And you're like, okay.
There's something we definitely, like one of our pastames is for sure venting to each other.
Yeah, but
as it should be.
I saw a TikTok. Funny sentence you love that I start with that. But it was so funny because my phone must be listening to me saying it is what it is. Because I saw a TikTok that was so funny to me. And it was therapy costs $200, saying it is what it is, $0. And it was like this guy like just like dancing, and I was like, oh my god, it's been listening to me. But it is so it's free to say it is what it is.
I feel like I would still pay the person that I talk to the same amount for them to just like to just vent to them, and to everything I said they just go, it is what it is. Like they literally just only said,
I can do that for you. You can pay me.
What it is. Those 5 words.
Yeah. Anyway, let's say thanks to our next sponsor, which is Helix. We love Helix. Let me tell you what, guys. I'm excited to get home from Vegas because as cozy as the beds are here at this hotel, nothing beats my Helix mattress at home, and I am tired.
I used to look forward to going to hotels to be like, oh, this comfy mattress. But now that we have the comfiest Helix mattress at home.
I know. Why do you want, we don't want to sleep anywhere else. We just want to sleep in our own bed. It's so cozy. It's so fun, too, by the way, to get a Helix mattress. You take a cute little quiz, not an annoying quiz like you took in high school. These are fun. It's like a personality quiz.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Take a little quiz online. Just takes a couple minutes to complete. And it matches your body type and your sleep preference to the perfect mattress for you. Now, why would you buy a mattress made for somebody else? Tell me this. When you can get one made for you. With Helix, you're getting a mattress that you know will be perfect for the way that you sleep. Everybody's unique, and Helix knows that. So they have several different mattress models to choose from. They have soft, medium, and firm mattresses. Mattress is great for cooling you down if you sleep hot. Mattress is great for spinal alignment to prevent morning aches and pains. And even a Helix Plus mattress for plus-size sleepers. We took the Helix quiz, and we are matched to the medium firm.
The Midnight
Lux mattress because we wanted something that felt a little more firm. We're both side sleepers, booty to booty.
That's what I recommend for side sleepers.
And so that's what it's so soft, but it's also very supportive. We're sleeping better, when we do get to sleep in between all of the children screaming. So, the few hours of sleep that we are allowed to have are very cozy and comfy. So if you're looking for a mattress, just take the quiz. You order the mattress that you're matched to, and the mattress comes to your door shipped for free. You don't ever need to go to a mattress store again. Helix is awesome, but you don't need to take our word for it. Helix was awarded the #1 best overall mattress pick by GQ and Wired magazine, and Helix has been recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving sleep. Just go to helixsleep.com/RCE, take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you will. Helix even has financing options and flexible payment plans, so great night's sleep is never far away. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/RCE. Go get your sleep on. Alrighty, guys, so we're gonna close out this episode with some of your relaxes, and I am shocked by both of them. Okay, so the first relax is from K Babs. So by the way, if you guys want to be featured in an episode, you can leave a comment on the YouTube videos of our podcast.
On like Apple Podcast reviews, we look at that also. We'll look at that next week.
So yeah, leave comments or reviews with what you think needs to relax and you can be featured. So today we're doing K-Bab said relax. And I chose this one because I've never heard of this. And we were talking about tiny hairs earlier in this episode, so it applies. Okay. Relax. When you get those tiny little invisible hairs stuck in your skin, usually in your feet, it's like a hair splinter. Like, where do they come from and why do they hurt so bad? K-Babs, babe. What are you talking about?
I have something to say.
I've never heard of this.
So I did a pilot a few months ago that didn't get picked up, unfortunately, even though I thought it was really good for Freeform also. And I had to get a haircut for it. And the barber, the hair stylist for the show, cut my hair in hot pink rubber gloves. And I just thought it was so strange that they were cutting my hair with rubber gloves. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's a pandemic thing. But then I had to ask. And I said, hey, why are you cutting my hair with rubber gloves on? And they were like, for hair splinters. And I was like, what? I'm like, and they were like, oh, yeah, there's that thing you get as a barber. You get hair splinters in your hands from cutting people's hair.
I've never heard of this.
And I had never heard of that either. So I was so fascinated. I was like, is that a real thing? Did I tell you about this? I guess not.
Maybe you did.
Is this a real thing? Yeah, pieces of hair like go into, you know what I mean? And it hurts.
It must only happen to people with certain type of skin. I've never gotten a hair splinter.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you professionally doing, I guess you're doing your hair constantly all the time.
I'm always doing my hair, but
But you don't have short hair, so it doesn't seem like it would be.
But at some point you would think that that was, by the way, for the listener, that was Erik pretending he got a hair splinter.
I think they could infer that.
I don't know, maybe not. I've just never heard of it before, and I'm so sorry that you're dealing with this 24/7. So anyway, I chose that one because I was like, have you ever had a hair splinter, Lovey?
I don't think so. I got all kinds of other splinters.
That's true.
Any kind of wood. If I ever touch wood, which I like to because I find it like a nice hobby to do woodwork, I always get a splinter.
Yeah.
And I always get it. I probably have one right now because I know I got one the other day, but I always get it right there between your pointer finger and your thumb in that like crevasse, like the main hand joint, I would say, where there's all that. What would you call that? There's got to be a word.
That's skin.
For that. What does that look like to you?
That's called skin.
Yeah. I mean, more specifically though.
I don't know.
The part of the hand where the lifeline is.
Yeah. I don't know.
Right in there.
Yeah. So splinters are frequent.
I do have one right now, right there.
What? Oh my God, you literally do.
Because I knew I got a splinter the other day, like picking up some sort of thing.
Why don't you get that out?
What am I going to do? Tweeze it out in first class on an airplane?
Oh my God, a loser. Okay, moving on. This one actually blew my mind, and I just looked it up and it's true, and this is going to blow your mind.
Okay.
So Rebecca Miller said, relax. My relax is you guys referring to Flynn as a toddler. Ha ha ha. He's definitely no longer a toddler. He passed that stage months and months and months ago. Laughing. Like, fully making fun of us that we call Flynn a toddler. I thought toddlers were like 2-3 years old.
What's the cutoff?
I just Google searched how old is a toddler, and it said 1 to 2 years old.
So what?
So he's a kid.
She wants to make me cry?
Yes, I know. So then I looked at because someone replied and it was like, haha, yeah, he's definitely just a little kid now. And I just feel like they're trying to bully us into calling our child a little kid. Like,
I could actually cry.
He's not a toddler anymore, I guess. He's a little kid.
It's so fun. You know what I mean? It's so.
I don't know. I've always thought of toddlers as like 3 years old, 4 years old.
Someone tweeted us a picture of him where he would, I don't know, he was like when he was talking to your camera saying like, hello baby, or something, like when he did that, and he looked so little to me.
Yeah.
And it felt like that was yesterday. It does happen fast, like they say, but it doesn't feel like that's happening with the twins.
I feel the opposite. I feel like with Flynn, the first year of Flynn's life was the longest year of my life. I felt like Flynn was a few months old for years. Like, I feel like it did not go fast. Now that he's not a toddler, I guess, a little kid, now it's going crazy fast for Flynn.
So we don't have twins and a toddler. We have twins and a little boy.
Yeah.
Are they babies anymore? I always say we still have newborn twins.
He keeps saying newborns. I'm like, they're 7 months old. They are not newborns.
Not newly born? Like, they're not even a year old.
Newborns, like, within a month, I feel. Like, you cannot say newborns. He all the time, he's like, I'm so tired. And I'm like, why? He's like, because I got newborns. And I'm like, you don't have newborn
twins. If
twins.
you've only been doing something for 7 months, that you're not like an ex, you know what I mean? Like, you're kind of new at it.
It's a long time.
Oh, I'm new at this job. I've only been here 7 months. I guess. Well,
no.
Well, we're newly married. We've only been married 7 months. Like, that to me sounds like new, like total new. Like, you would use the word new.
Lovey, no, you cannot say that they're newborns because they're 7 months old.
But they're total noobs.
Okay.
They don't know anything.
You know what? We gotta say goodnight to this. We gotta go to bed.
I want to keep going. Was there any more? The top comment was, I find the intro hilarious now because this is from Breezy Bree 96. But now we have big microphones. And then it cuts to the two of you hunched over the world's smallest microphone, as we are right now.
Yeah, so the theme song is like, we have big microphones, and now we always do these with the small microphone because I'm always traveling.
Yeah, so that is kind of funny that that's in our intro song, and then it cuts to us with this tiny microphone. Anyways, leave a comment if you like my normal voice, or if you're more into one sneeze, Erik, and his voice changes into this like kind of smoky, raspy thing we got going on.
Yes, we love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
What do you think? What do you prefer?
I said I liked it. I like your real voice because it's your real voice, but I like this too. I like all your voices. Okay. Love you guys. Thanks for watching and listening, and we'll see you, hear you, all the things next week. Bye.
Vegas, baby.
You can relax. Colleen and Erik have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones. So you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.